Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Back, back, back.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check.
To throw is Wilson. Short throw taken in by the tight end O'Leary. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Bravo, I'm coming after you.
On third down, Wilson.
Danny.
It's caught, Jones. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Check, watch 54.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a third down.
Let's go. Check. He's checking. Crash.
On third down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Look for signals.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They can't hang with us. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Now Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was
things for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many
three-syllable
syllables.
word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Watch out. Watch the 48.
Watch the safety creep. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. 61, matchbox lights.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Gun.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Keep playing hard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's got his man here. It's Green.
Here we go.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Edelman. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, he's got Green. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
95.
Now Jones. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and goal. Wilson complete to Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. On 3rd and goal, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Left pass.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Right
there, 54 Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Gun.
3, alert 3.
Where's the Hunt?
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To Hunt. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
There we go.
Kareem Hunt, 79 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And now the throw hauled in by Green. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that will be incomplete. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Mike 5-4.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
SOS. Gun. Go ahead, baby. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. Pass and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Good work.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this throw caught left side. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Looking in zone for Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
That's it, baby.
Aaron Jones,
That's it.
his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Go.
Kareem Hunt on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Get ready.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker.
Right there. 54,
Maybe that'll
right
help
there,
them
right
as they
there.
head towards the
54
half.
Wilson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, alert.
On first down, Wilson. Green brings it in. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A.J. Green. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns get a score closer. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2.
That's it.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Don't be mad.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing, Cousins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third-quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Kill. Hatch it.
Leave it. Ringo, 48.
Cousins now to throw on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 34.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Gun.
Back's mine. I got him.
On first down, Hunt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch 54. It's been a long day for you. Mike's 54.
Now it's Wilson.
Watch screen.
Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Wilson.
Go.
Finding Green complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Hang out. Hayward.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's get off the field.
To throw again on second down, Cousins. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Right there. 54,
Cousins
right there,
now
right there. 54
5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins looking, and that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Woo! Pick, man. Good stuff. Keep doing that.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Let's put that team on the zoom.
Hey, watch that.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is my theme of Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Cousins. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. The 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Jets will extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Mike 54.
Man, that's trash.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angle.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Watch 54, watch 54. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Rhino! Hey, can. What's that?
4th down, Cousins. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
That's it, huh?
Will Dissly, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
Bang out. Bam. 6.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of the play is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Come up the ball hard.
To throw is Cousins. And it's incomplete.
Cousins pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Adams has it, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here a throw taken in by Watkins, and they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Go 14. Chinese on Ringo. Got it.
On 1st down, Wilson. Green brings it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
4 down.
The end result, 21 yards. To throw again is Wilson. Jones has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Wilson. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and it'll be intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Good job, baby.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming for you, son. Punch left.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Watch safety creep. Watch.
Hey, Ken.
Safety's creeping.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Here comes the boom! I see you, boy!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the